Hey you, yeah you, do you want to find out how to get shiny Pokemon easy? Well, that's what we're going over today, as I run my Dragonite pack and we try to chain together a bunch of shiny Pidgeotos, or Pidgeots in this case, but we don't need that. We're doing Pidgeotos, since Pidgeotos are easy. So first things first, welcome to Master Trainer, the channel that helps you become a Pokemon Master. And here we are in the post-game for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. And what if I told you that not only am I going to help you find shinies, but that I'm going to help you find wild Dragonites and potentially even wild legendaries. First things first, I have completed the Pokedex, which means that I've received this, the Shiny Charm, which doubles the chance of finding a shiny Pokemon in the wild. However, what also helps this is chaining Pokemon. What do I mean by chaining? Whenever you catch more than one Pokemon in a row, then it creates kind of a chain. So if I catch another Pidgeotto after this, I'll catch another Pidgeotto. And for every 10 of a Pokemon, up to 50 that you catch, it increases the chance of it being shiny. So, you know, it goes down from 4,000 to like 2,001. So with the Shiny Charm, and then say we get a chain of over 50 Pidgeottos, at that point, we're down from a 1 in over 4,000 chance, which is already down from the 1 in 8,000 chance in all the Pokemon games before Generation 6, to just a roughly 1 in 150 chance of finding a shiny Pokemon. So yes, we're here on Dragonite here. We're just going to go around and we're going to chain. We're going to switch up and down between Dragonite. It might actually be easier to use my Onix, since Onix can actually travel around the ground, but also put you high enough to get into the air. Now, if you haven't beaten the game yet, you're probably asking, James, how's your Dragonite able to fly so high? And the reason is, once you beat the game, flying Pokemon can fly higher than just ground level, opening up a second level of wild Pokemon, if you will. And in addition to that, it also lets you fly just by opening up your town map and selecting whatever town you want to fly to, which is great. Now, some of you are probably also asking, James, you know, what's the point of this if I don't have the Shiny Charm? The answer is simple. Even without the Shiny Charm, we're still talking about incredibly increased odds of finding a shining Pokemon. And I'm going to keep you on here until we find it. We might have to speed it up or whatnot, but that's fine. We're going to keep at this. We're going to keep going with this. Now, the game will do some things to try to sway you away once you get to a certain point. And I'll show you that as well. Instead of a shiny, it might spawn rare Pokemon. If we get a Zapdos over here, for example, which I have seen before, it's very rare, but it's possible, then we will be going for that instead of whatever shiny we have. Now, some of you may also ask, what happens if you accidentally run into a Pokemon that's not a Pokemon that you're chaining? Well, as long as you run and don't try to catch it, it won't affect your chain. However, if you're trying to catch a Pokemon and it runs away in the middle of battle, then that will break your chain. So my question today for the chat is not in regards to Pokemon Let's Go, but in general, out of any Pokemon game ever, what was your first shiny Pokemon? Mine, believe it or not, wasn't until I played Pokemon Diamond version. I don't even think it was my first playthrough, but I remember I was actually in the resort area in the post game, and man, because of my recording setup, this is being a little iffy with the Pokeballs, but anyways, I was in the resort area in Pokemon Diamond version, and I found a shiny Geodude. Coincidentally, it was my first time to the resort area, and I was out of Pokeballs. So, that Geodude got away. I forget where the first one I actually caught was. I guess technically it was the Red Gyarados when I went back and played Gold and Silver, but I don't think the Red Gyarados counts. The first one I caught in Let's Go was when I did my initial live streams for the game over on Stuff We Play. Go check out that channel if you want to see more in-depth documentary style videos. I actually ran in, I don't stream there much anymore, but I decided to stream Pokemon Let's Go when it came out, and I found a shiny Magikarp, which was cool. Oh, and look at that, already we have a wild Dragonite. Look at that, I already have a couple Dragonites, but there you go. Through chaining, we have managed to spawn a wild Dragonite, and that's cool. But let's go over to the other side. You know, let's see if we can get this shiny Pidgeotto. Another Dragonite. Get out of here, Dragonite. Goodness, we spawned a wild Charizard. That's neat. But oh, okay. Did I hit the Dragonite or the Pidgeotto? I hit the Dragonite. I don't want the Dragonite. no, until now, you've never been able to find wild starters. And now it's like, oh, it's just another Charizard. I wonder if... Question for the comment section. I wonder if you can find wild Blastoise in water areas. Let me know. I gotta be honest, usually when I try this, I found something by now. I mean, we've only been going for 35 minutes, according to my counter, but also, like... Wow, usually I've found, like, a Zapdos or another shiny or something by now. Okay, and I've only tried this, like, 3 times before. But I know it works, so let's keep going.
2 hours later.
It's been 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. And guess what I still have not found? And if you guessed a shiny Pokemon, oh, you would be correct. And you see, here it's not a shiny, it's not a legendary, but it is a starter. And yes, you can find wild Squirtle through chaining. Now let's see if we can catch it. Now we're going to go into the bag and we're going to use a raspberry on it. Let's see if we can catch this here Squirtle. This has been your guy. We couldn't find any shinies or legendaries, but I think a starter will do just fine. Now, Squirtle here we found on Route 24. It's also available on Route 25. And of course you can find Charizard everywhere or Charmander on Route 3, Route 4, or in Rock Tunnel. The rarest of the starters is Bulbasaur, which you can only find in Viridian Forest. As for the legendary birds, they can all spawn on any route. We couldn't get them to spawn, nor can we get any shinies to spawn. But that's alright. Squirtle. We also got, God, look at all these Pokemon. Yeah, let's send these all to the professor. Yeah. You know, if you think this is Pidgeotto overkill, leave a hashtag hot chicken wings down in the comment section below. Gosh. Wish you could kind of just send more than 30 at a time, though, especially if you're doing, like, massive chain like I am, but I guess I'm kind of an outlier in this. But that's besides the point. As I end off and send these Pokemon to the professor, if you enjoyed this guide on chaining, let me know what other Pokemon Let's Go or Pokemon guides in general you want to see down in the comment section below. And while you're at, why don't you subscribe to Master Trainer for more great content like this. There we go, got a little tongue-tied. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Remember to drop a like, stay classy, and I'll see you next time.